Hey everyone, it's Paul with your Bold Profits Daily. And today I want to tell you about a phenomenal trade that is unfolding right now. And when I mean unfolding, I was just thinking about all of these Rubik's Cubes that I collect. And many people, when they look at a trade, they might just look at a chart or they look at a news story and they think, oh, it's just so easy. When in reality, I've never personally been able to actually ever do one of these, but I'm fascinated by what these are. And in many ways, when I think about the market, I just think, to get a trade right, you've got to get all these different things right. And, it's hard enough to do a straightforward Rubik's Cube. Just imagine one with these like strange angles, or this one with slightly different shapes, or this one even, which just like twists all around. Anyway, my point is that to get a good trade right, everything needs to sit just absolutely perfectly. And today I have a phenomenal, unbelievable, astonishing trade for you. And it is in something that I have told people to buy in the past and they have made money before. And I believe right now is a great time for you to get back in. And if you're in, to stay in. And that is to get back into the Internet of Things. That's right. Those of you that came to Profits Unlimited, you saw me hold up that little chip and tell you about the Internet of Things, and you know that the promise of the Internet of Things is now everywhere. Locks, keychains. I saw an ad on Unbox Therapy for an internet connected wallet that also had a battery. The Internet of Things has blown up and become a huge, 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 massive, huge thing, just the way that I told you. And you know what? It's about to become even bigger. Huge, 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 huge. And here's why. And I always have 3 reasons. So here's my 3 reasons why it is time to double up, triple up, quadruple up, quintuple up on the Internet of Things. I will tell you how to do it once I tell you why. 3 reasons. Number 1, despite what the bad news media is telling you, our economy is just fine. And the most important part of our economy, housing. If you go and look at our economy, when you really think about it and you put it together like you would in a Rubik's Cube, everything sort of feeds from housing. And housing, go look at housing stocks. They're on fire. And I've been telling you to buy housing stocks for a while. Now, housing stocks doing well should tell you something, which is that what goes into houses? How do we make those things? Well, we make it by various factories, plants making those things. That's what goes into houses. And so that would tell you that if housing is working, it is going to lead sooner rather than later to industrials working. And I really believe that industrials are going to be the leadership sector of our markets for some time. They are going to displace technology, and industrials are going to be the place because of the fact that we've got a lot of housing going and we've got this huge massive generation of people, the millennial generation. Then we have Gen Z, which is a little bit smaller, following right on their footsteps, all of whom need places to live. Go to the small cities of the Midwest and the South and the Southwest, and you will see there is a boom going on in starter housing, houses that cost $150,000 to $200,000. Old towns are remaking themselves. because of this. And as a result, we are going to see this activity push into industrials, because all the things that go into your house are made by somebody, and they're made by the industrial companies. And within that, there is a supply chain, so you can see how this is going to feed down. And so when you think about the Internet of Things, I've told you that one of the greatest exposures for the Internet of Things is going to be in the industrial Internet of Things. And so industrials, I believe, are going to be huge. And what is going to go into these machines? Well, you remember what I had on my finger, those little chips, where there's going to be millions and millions of them that go into all kinds of machines to make them all connect to the internet, to allow them to collect data, aggregate it, transmit it, turn it into algorithms, which turn into information, push it back. And so we are going to see a lot more computer chips that address these needs get bought. And that now gets me to telling you how to take advantage of what I believe is going to be a second wave for computer chips, and a wave as well for industrials. And so the number one way, of course, is a shameless plug. Of course, I would tell you, please consider buying my Profits Unlimited service, where we have all of these mega trends packed in some incredible, phenomenal, astonishing stocks, laser focused on the absolute best, incredible companies that you can buy. Because that's where the big money is made. You've got to be in the best stocks, and those go up the most. Now, if you're afraid of doing that, you want to try something out first and check things out like, hey, does Paul guy know anything at all? Then I would tell you, you can buy a kind of stock that's called an ETF. And I'm going to tell you today's a bonus Paul Profits Daily, 2 stocks that get you into industrials and then into chips. The first one is the S&P 500 Industrial ETF. It has the ticker symbol XLI, and it's got a smattering of industrial stocks in it. Now, I have to be truthful. Some of the stocks in there are stocks of the old that are going to be going away. However, they're still around. They're still publicly traded. So you're getting some old and you're getting some new. However, overall, it still gets you into the big companies and you're going to benefit. And if you want to only get the companies of the new, as I've told you, my services, start with Profits Unlimited. We're laser focused on the new. Those are the best companies that we tell you about. The second way to get in on this new moment for the Internet of Things is to buy the Semiconductors ETF, which I've been telling you to buy for now really 3+ years, 4 years even. And it has the ticker symbol SMH. And this too will get you into all of the semiconductor companies. However, just like the industrials, it also has some laggards and some old companies. However, it will still make you money and it will still get you in on this opportunity. However, as with industrials, if you want to get the laser focused top best companies that can go up the most, then check into my services. Profits Unlimited is where you can get in. So those are the 2 ways that I would tell you to get in on this new moment for the Internet of Things, which is also going to be a moment for a breakout of the industrial Internet of Things and the industrial sector, which I believe is going to be the leader of the stock market for some years to come. And now is the time to get in before everyone else figures it out. That way, when they come in, they bid it up and you make money. So that's my bold profits for you this week. Please subscribe to this channel. Give it a thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, 3, I'll take 3. Share it with your friends and family and comment below if you bought into any of the stocks that we've told you and whatever you'd like to let us know. All right, so I'll have another one of these for you next week. Until then, this is Paul saying bye.